He was rejected from film school, bullied as a child, and told he wasn't good enough. But that same boy went on to create the greatest films in history, from dinosaurs that felt real to stories that changed cinema forever. This is the unbelievable journey of Steven Spielberg, the man who didn't just make movies. He redefined them. Steven Allen Spielberg, born on December 18, 1946, in Cincinnati, Ohio, emerged from a childhood marked by imagination, loneliness, and quiet determination to become one of the most influential filmmakers in the history of cinema, shaping not only Hollywood but the very language of storytelling on screen. And his journey began in a modest Jewish family where his father Arnold Spielberg worked as an electrical engineer, and his mother Leah Adler was a concert pianist whose artistic sensibility left a lasting impression on him, though his early years were not without hardship as he often felt like an outsider, facing anti-Semitic bullying and struggling with his parents' eventual divorce. Experiences that deeply influenced the emotional themes of separation, longing, and resilience that would later appear in his films. And from a young age he discovered a fascination with storytelling through motion pictures, using his father's 8mm camera to create short amateur films with friends, experimenting with editing, sound effects, and narrative structure long before he had any formal training, demonstrating a natural instinct for visual storytelling that set him apart from his peers. And despite his passion, he faced early rejection when he was denied admission to the University of Southern California's prestigious film school multiple times, a setback that could have discouraged many but instead fueled his determination, leading him to enroll at California State University, Long Beach, while continuing to pursue filmmaking independently, and his breakthrough came in an unconventional way when he managed to secure an unpaid internship at Universal Studios, where he quietly observed professional film production, learned the workings of the industry, and eventually directed a short film titled Amblin, which impressed studio executives so much that he became one of the youngest directors ever signed to a long-term contract with a major Hollywood studio, marking the beginning of a career that would redefine cinema. And his early work in television, including directing episodes of popular series and the critically acclaimed TV movie Duel, showcased his ability to build tension, develop characters, and create immersive narratives even with limited budgets. But it was his 1975 film Jaws that changed everything, becoming the first true summer blockbuster, a cultural phenomenon that not only terrified audiences worldwide but also revolutionized film marketing and distribution, establishing Spielberg as a visionary director capable of blending suspense, spectacle, and human emotion. And he followed this success with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977, a deeply personal exploration of wonder, obsession, and the human desire for connection, further cementing his reputation as a master storyteller who could balance large-scale spectacle with intimate emotional depth. And then came Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, created in collaboration with George Lucas, introducing the iconic character Indiana Jones and redefining the adventure genre with its fast-paced storytelling, memorable characters, and groundbreaking action sequences, proving Spielberg's versatility and his ability to create enduring cinematic icons. And throughout the 1980s, he continued to expand his creative reach with films like E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, 1982, a heartfelt story of friendship and loneliness that resonated with audiences of all ages and became one of the highest-grossing films of all time, reflecting his own childhood experiences of isolation and emotional longing, while also producing and directing a wide range of projects that demonstrated his willingness to explore different genres and themes, from fantasy to drama. And as his career progressed into the 1990s, Spielberg achieved what many consider the pinnacle of artistic and commercial success, releasing Jurassic Park, 1993, a groundbreaking film that revolutionized visual effects with its realistic depiction of dinosaurs and set new standards for blockbuster filmmaking. While in the same year he directed Schindler's List, a deeply moving historical drama about the Holocaust that showcased his ability to handle serious subject matter with sensitivity, authenticity, and emotional power, earning him his first Academy Award for Best Director and establishing him not just as an entertainer but as a filmmaker of profound depth and significance. And this dual success demonstrated his unique ability to dominate both commercial and artistic cinema simultaneously, a rare achievement in the film industry. And in the years that followed, he continued to create impactful films such as Saving Private Ryan, 1998, an intense and realistic portrayal of World War II that redefined the war genre and earned him another Academy Award for Best Director, further solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. And beyond directing, Spielberg became a powerful figure in Hollywood through his role as a producer and co-founder of DreamWorks Studios, contributing to the development of numerous successful films and nurturing new talent in the industry, while also engaging in philanthropic efforts and historical preservation, particularly through initiatives like the Shoah Foundation, which records testimonies of Holocaust survivors, reflecting his commitment to using his influence for meaningful causes. And as the film industry evolved with new technologies and changing audience preferences, Spielberg continued to adapt and innovate, directing films such as AI, Artificial Intelligence, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, and War of the Worlds, each demonstrating his ability to explore complex themes such as humanity, morality, identity, and the impact of technology, while maintaining his signature storytelling style. And even in later stages of his career, he remained a dominant creative force with films like Lincoln, Bridge of Spies, The Post, and Ready Player One, proving that his vision and relevance had not diminished over time. And throughout his journey, Spielberg's work has been characterized by a deep understanding of human emotion, a mastery of visual storytelling, and an unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of what cinema can achieve, influencing countless filmmakers and shaping the modern film industry in ways that few others have. And despite his immense success, he has remained grounded, often reflecting on his early struggles and the lessons he learned along the way, emphasizing the importance of perseverance, creativity, and authenticity. And today, Steven Spielberg stands as a living legend, a pioneer whose films have not only entertained billions but also inspired generations, a storyteller who turned childhood imagination into cinematic reality, and whose legacy continues to evolve as he explores new ideas, technologies, and narratives, ensuring that his impact on the world of cinema will endure for decades to come.